Alright. This is mainly going to be for myself, but I'll put it on YouTube anyways. So, today in class, I sat down. Mr. David, he brought his old, 1959, old guitar in, basically. There we go, that's better. Brought his old 1959 guitar and, mold growing in the knob. You know that guitar. But he started talking to me because he was playing this song that he recorded a year ago. Never played on stage, nothing. But now he's playing it for TV or whatever. But anyways, that's why I brought it in. And so he started talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, I got those chord tones and stuff like that." I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So he kind of explained it to me, and it's basically just he kind of I think he showed me in the key of A. So that would just be. Wait. Something like. It's just arpeggios, basically. I'm like, isn't that just arpeggios? He's like, no. So that's what he told me. I'm like, I asked him a question, I'm like, so it's just scales with arpeggios. But he needed more context to it. And he's like, Folsom Prison Blues is a good one. And I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, it is. So he showed me, he's like, yeah, chord tones is where you focus on the chord, the note of the chord, but it's not an arpeggio, strictly. It's not like an arpeggio, not something strict like that. It's more fluid and a bit more malleable. So that solo, the if you don't know the chord progression, it's E, A, B7. And when we're doing that, we go through 4 measures of the E. And I think it's 2 measures of the A, so that's. I want to use the A major scale, by the way. He also taught me about that, but whatever. He's like, yeah, that's a good one. So then he just started playing stuff like chord tones in it. It was something. Yeah. Something like that. He's like, yeah, you just gotta mix notes in with it. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's just what I do with regular pentatonics, minor pentatonics, It's sometimes I just. That's the minor pentatonic, or just minor scale. But I had a few notes in there that are not supposed to be there, like the. Another good example is. That's not supposed to be there. I thought that was the blues note, but apparently it wasn't. This is the blues note. I think. Yeah, it's the blues note. So, you just add stuff in there and it sounds good, It's like. Something like that sounds good, and that's just mixing different notes in with the other notes, the minor scale notes, and just pentatonic, or sometimes you stretch pentatonic out a little bit, just use straight up. something simple like that, kind of. And that's just straight pentatonic, But yeah, he told me it was similar to something like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So right now I'm just gonna like do an example of me trying to do chord tones. So for that E, it's just, and for that A, for like the arpeggio, it's, and it's, for B, I think it's so like the E is right there, but it's a B7, but I just play B major. Okay. Did not mean to hit that pinch, but whatever. But yeah, I'll just use B because that's what I'm used to. So I'm just gonna rewind it back a little bit and just watch him die. But I hear that whistle blowing. Hey. It sounded really nice. I was kind of on the wrong tone there, but whatever. I got that A, that E a little bit. I think I got E. It's kind of hard to mess up E. So like E major, that's right here. So that's the E major in the E shape. According to the cage system, what comes after E is D. And so that would be... God. Wait, no, that's E. That's A. So, after A, E in the A shape is G. So, that's pretty hard to mess up. That's like difficult to mess up. Like everywhere you're using the E major pentatonic, you're hitting like a chord note up there, So that's hard to mess up. But yeah, let me rewind that back again. B doesn't sound great, but I think that's just because I'm using B major. It's whatever though. But I hear that whistle blowing. Keep the shirt Leonard Skinner, dude. I used a lot more chord tones that time. I'm still trying to get with it. This is like something I learned today. So, this is like Thursday, by the way. So, I'm just still trying to learn. So, like, if I were to take that entire thing. I was supposed to go from A to E. Ugh. Run that back. And as I play, you can kind of tell, like, that kind of sounds like that chord, you know? Like, especially B. So, you know, it's cool. It's nice. You know, I'm trying to do that for Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker, but it's not working. Because every time it goes through a boom, 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 boom. And after that, it's like, ha, 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 ha. Besides, he's laughing in E, by the way, so that's a pretty cool thing. And so I just... So, you know, I'm trying to do that. But I think during, like, the entire solo, it's all E, I think. Because whenever I just listen to it, whenever I just sit and listen, it doesn't sound like it changes at all. You know, because during the, that changes. That's E, A, B. So it's... That's E. That's A. That's B. It's E, A, B. It's very simple. But during the solo, it doesn't sound like that, man. It just doesn't. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm, like, high. I don't know if I don't know what happened, you know. But, you know, I'll just try and see. You know, I'll play it for you, actually. Future me, who I hope is looking at this. That way. My phone's about to die and I'm about to run out of recording time, but yeah. In summary, chord tones are arpeggios but mixed with chords, and chromaticism is basically the summary of what I can tell. So for like, well, actually, when I was playing Boom Boom, I was mixing some of that major stuff into it when I didn't really mean to, like that. Took me a while since it's in minor, actually. So I just switched. It switches up. And I was doing a. And so this is just G, B, E. So, you know, just mix it with chromaticism, you know. I was much better in A, but. Something like that. So, you know, just keep it simple, keep it chromatic, you know, make stuff up, you know. That's what causes creativity in your lines and stuff. That is my metal style now. That's how I got, like, what I can do with the pentatonic and stuff. I just did stuff. I sat here and just shredded away, you know. A lot of that is just Dimebag Darrell stuff, you know? Look at your idols, is the biggest thing I could probably say. Other than that, that's Chord Tones in like a 20-minute video. You know, it's whatever. You know, I'm going to upload this to YouTube and probably delete it right after, because it's taken 17 minutes so far. See ya, man.